Oh, okay, so you want to know how Toni Mahfud edits his Instagram pictures. Well, luckily I've done some research and I found out a few things that can get your look really close to the Toni Mahfud look, because if you really wanted to look exactly like his pictures, you'd probably need a really good camera and all the expensive software for editing pictures. And as always, I try to show you how to get as close as possible and be inspired by only using the free Lightroom app and your smartphone. So let's dive right into it and have a look how we can get as close as possible. Before, maybe you want to check out my Instagram, check out my pictures. The handle is right here. The link is in the description. If not, that's okay with me too. Let's jump right in. See you in the tutorial. Peace. So just open the Lightroom app on your smartphone and open a picture. I found this picture on the internet just for demonstration. And hit the lights and pump up the exposure to about 0.53. Pump up the contrast to about +10. Do the same thing to the highlights to about +10 as well. Then drag down the shadows to about -22 or -20. And leave the whites as they are and bring down the blacks to about -20 as well. Then we want to take a look at the curves, and we want to get a nice slight S curve. So we're going to drag down the first spot a little bit, drag down the upper spot a little bit, open a third spot and pull it up a little. So we have the slight S curve. Then we want to go back, hit colors, and pull down the temperature to about -5. Then we want to tint to about -5 as well. And now we want to hit the mix up on the right and push up the hue on the red to about +40. Drag down the saturation to about -19. Drag down the luminance as well to about -10. Then move over to the oranges. Pull the hue up to about +20, the saturation down to -10, and the luminance as well down to -10. Jump over to the yellows, pull the hue down to about -50 or -51. Push the saturation up to about +10. And that's it for the yellows. Jump over to the greens, pull the saturation down to -100, and jump over to the aqua tones and push up the hue to about +30, and the saturation up to about +7. Jump over to the blues, push up the hue to about +6, the saturation up to about +15, the luminance up to about +10, and that's it for the blues. Leave the purples and pinks as they are. Go back, hit the effects, and this is where the magic happens, the real look happens. And we're gonna pump up the clarity to about +50. And dehaze to about +10, and insert a little vignette, so we're gonna pull that down to -10. Hit the split tone on the upper right and pull the highlights over by dragging to the right. We are lifting the hue to about 30 and the saturation to about 9. We're jumping to the shadows, the hue over to somewhere in the blue to about 228 and saturation 15.
that's it for the effects. Go out, go over to details, sharpen to about 24. Scroll down till you see noise reduction and push that up to about 24 as well. And the color noise reduction to about 24 as well. And yeah, that's it. This is our little interpretation of the TONI MAHFUD Lightroom mobile filter. This is a little before and after. You can really imagine it being a TONI MAHFUD edit.
So that's my tutorial. I hope you can learn something, and I hope you can use the filter on your Instagram and gain following. However, I hope you're not disappointed or anything, because as I said before, achieving the TONI MAHFUD look is really hard because he's a really professional editor, or at least has professional editors, and his pictures and his edits are super high quality. So if you don't want to spend a lot of money and a lot of time on editing, you probably have to go with a little less. Anyhow, I still think the pictures can look really nice and can really help you grow your following and upgrade your Instagram profile. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace.